Oh, hey, what's up? Give me just 1 second. I'm finishing up the line drawing for this stencil. Just take a second. And done. I drew it on the wrong layer. Son of a... Hey, welcome to the Fireside Tattoo Network. My name is Jake, and this is 3 Minutes to Better Tattooing. If you draw on these newfangled digital jobs, I guarantee you've made the same mistake that I just made. You spent about 30 minutes or more on a line drawing only to realize that you drew it on the underlying layer, so you can't separate it out and make a clean stencil. Super frustrating. I've got a solution for it today. I want to welcome my buddy Million McGow from North Dakota. I almost said South Dakota. Fargo, North Dakota. Million is a good friend of mine for several years now. I met him through Fireside. He's one of the great people that we met through Fireside. And he reached out with this little Procreate hack. And I thought it would be perfect for 3 Minutes to Tattooing episode. So I'm going to get out of his way and let him teach you how to solve this problem.
Normally what you'll do when you're making a stencil, you're going to pick the color that you normally want to use, or a color that is going to stand out when you're drawing your stencil in Procreate. So you'll go through and make your lines so that they show up all nice and pretty. And you'll want to use a color, of course, that isn't in your design, or even if the hue is still in the design, you picked a version of that color that is going to stand out. Obviously black, most reds and things won't work that well, but this bright green should stand out fairly well. So as you're running along, making all these little lines, you start really filling up with a lot of stuff, and normally I take quite a bit more time doing this. So I could have up to a half hour into doing a really nice clean stencil that has got all the lines just where I want to be. And once you get all that done, you realize that not only do you have a nice stencil, but you have it on the same layer as the image that you originally were stenciling. When this happens, this is the trick. You tap the wrench icon to bring up the actions menu. Then you click copy canvas. This will copy it to the clipboard itself. Now we use undo or 2-finger undo. Press and hold until it gets back to your original image before you started doing the stencil. Now we add a new layer. Tap the wrench icon again and click paste on the action menu, and that's going to paste the image that we already used. Now we're going to set this to difference and see it shows up. Now the only thing that's different is the stencil that we drew, but we're not done yet. So now we click the wrench icon again, copy canvas again, and then we are going to paste it again. Now, if you noticed, the new layer is actually a normal layer rather than our difference blend moded layer. So we can go in and select automatically all of our black. We may have to go in and tap some of these areas that aren't catching. Otherwise, we tapped it. Then we click invert, add a new layer, and fill layer. Now we can delete our two layers that we pasted in, and we have our original image and our stenciled image on separate layers. So you don't have to go back and start all over again.
That's a pretty cool little hack from Million. Definitely one that I will use in the future because I make that mistake all the time. I'm constantly drawing on the wrong layer. Be sure to give Million some love. Give him a follow. We've linked to his Instagram in the show notes below. He's based out of Fargo, North Dakota, so you can always go get tattooed if you found yourself in Fargo for any reason. Not in the winter. Also, you can support us by supporting our sponsors. I don't want to spend too much time thanking sponsors because this episode's only supposed to take 3 minutes and it's already taken more than that, I'm sure. But Reinventing the Tattoo, get 10% off of the annual subscription. S8 Tattoo, if you haven't tried the red stencil paper, you definitely should. You can get 10% off with the code FIRESIDE. TSM Pro and Numa Tattoo Machines, you can get discounts at both of those spots just for being a Fireside viewer. All of the information is in the show notes below. Thank you, as always, for supporting what we do, and we'll catch you next time.